I am heading north in the Ram truck to meet up with Michael Goldstein, aka the Mensch with the wrench. He's going to show me how to tackle another DIY project.
So today we're going to do a gallery wall. It can be very intimidating, but we're going to show you the easy steps. It's pretty simple once you break it down.
To create your gallery wall, obviously you're going to need whatever you're hanging on the wall. We're displaying frame family photos, but our how-to applies to just about anything you want on your wall. You'll need some painter's tape, a tape measure, a level, a hammer, nails, and possibly a few picture hanging hooks.
So why don't you tell us about our first step?
So the first step was to obviously pick the frames and pick a layout that we want to do. So we have that all set. The next step is to find the center point. In this case, we centered it between the speakers here on the wall. In your home, you can pick whatever space you want, but it's usually easier to start from a middle point and work your way out. Exactly, so you can kind of see the space that you're using.
Michael already put a piece of painter's tape on the center point and also marked off the height of the couch and the spot where someone's head might hit the wall if they lean back. That tells us just how low our gallery wall can go.
So the first step in actually getting the frames up on the wall is we're gonna take our center picture, we're gonna turn it around, we are gonna just measure from the wire, which is where our nail or hook is gonna hold it, and just measure up to the top of the frame. We have 1.25 inches.
Okay.
We can climb up at the wall, go from our top point, and just measure down 1.25 inches, put in our nail, and hang our first picture.
Okay, seriously, that sounds like really easy. This is just like basic math. This is just something I could do.
I think so.
We'll see.
I hope so.
I do too.
So climb up here.
If you fall, I'll catch you.
I appreciate it. We're gonna find our top mark.
Okay.
And we're just gonna measure down 1.25 inches.
The Mensch just takes a simple nail, hammers it in at an angle, and we're off and running. He chose a nail based on the length and tightness of the hardware on the back of the frame. Depending on what you see back there are all kinds of hanging options. You'll also want to take note of the type of wall you're using. Hanging on brick or plaster is very different from the drywall we have today.
Looks good.
So we're just gonna make sure that's on the nail there, and we'll make sure everything is nice and level at the end. So now we're off to the next one.
Again, Michael already marked the location for the next 2 frames based on the layout on the floor. We don't have to worry about studs because these pictures are pretty light.
So we got our top frames up, and now we're gonna just work our way down. I'll take this side and you can tackle that side.
So you're telling me I get to hammer something?
You get a chance. So now we're just gonna take the tape off, make sure that everything is level, and put our couch back. All right, that one's level. That one's level. Now we're just gonna work our way around and make sure everything is all perfectly squared up.
Now what if the level doesn't match what you think looks straight?
Go with your eye. You're gonna be staring at it every day. You might as well enjoy it. And no one's gonna know.
Once all the frames are level, that's it. We're done. Once you break it down, this project is incredibly simple. The hardware will only run about $5, so the true cost is really in the frames. It took less than an hour to hang this gallery, but much more time planning the look and layout.
It's better to spend a little extra time to get it all laid out so you don't have extra holes in your wall. What I really like about this one is they did it centered so they have room to expand over time. They can add other pictures.
All right, Michael, thanks a lot. Really appreciate the help today.
My pleasure.
It's a good looking family, isn't it?
I think so.
Shh.